Hi, Titi Fadare is back here again. The presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, last week nominated the governor of Delta State, Ifeanyi Okowa, as his running mate for the 2023 election. Despite the opposition, Mr. Okowa, true to his first name, Ifeanyi, which means nothing is insurmountable before God, emerged as the PDP vice presidential candidate. A committee that the party set up had overwhelmingly recommended Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike for the position. But his recommendation did not sit well with many leaders of the party, who felt that Mr. Wike is not suitable for a position that places him a heartbeat away from the presidency. Why would they say that, you ask? Well, a number of the party chieftains raised concerns about Mr. Wike's temperament, his perceived dictatorial tendencies, and his propensity for picking fights, even with key allies. Some of the leaders argued that Mr. Okowa possessed a better intellectual bent and would bring better value to governance at the federal level if the ticket is eventually elected by Nigerians. This looks synonymous with breakfast too. Is that what they said, Mr. Wike? Well, the presidential candidate, Mr. Abubakar, said it was a difficult decision as someone hoping to lead a complex country such as ours. He said tough and difficult decisions would remain a part of his everyday life. Is Okowa the best man for the job? Will Wike accept this again? We shall see. Peter Obi, a former governor of Anambra State and presidential candidate of the Labour Party, flew out of Nigeria to understudy Egypt's power and education sector. Mr. Obi, a true son of Anambra State, said he wants to give us light. Not only power, he's hoping to revive Nigeria's education, planning and finance sectors. While Mr. Obi was away, his ally, former presidential spokesperson Doyin Okukwe, said he is standing in as vice presidential candidate of the Labour Party. Mr. Okukwe is in the meantime a placeholder to beat INEC's deadline for the submission of the name of a vice presidential candidate. Meanwhile, the people of Ekiti State elected Biodun Oyebanji as their new governor. Mr. Oyebanji is the candidate of the ruling All Progressive Congress. He won the election by over 100,000 votes to defeat his closest challengers Segun Oni of the Social Democratic Party and Bisi Kolawole of the PDP. As we were told, Mr. Oyebanji is the anointed candidate of the incumbent governor Kayode Fayemi, and good wishes have been coming through for the governor-elect, with President Muhammadu Buhari saying his victory is an indication of the confidence of Nigerians in the ability of the APC to deliver quality governance to all. With his election, Mr. Oyebanji, the immediate past secretary of the state government, is the fifth democratically elected governor of the state. And before we go, the police have had some closure on the case of Amira, a lady that made a distress call on Twitter to say she has been abducted at gunpoint with 16 other persons from different locations within Abuja. Ms. Amira said the incident involved 3 pregnant women and 2 children. She tweeted that her abductors include 4 Yoruba men and 2 Fulani men. She even claimed that her abductors were men in police uniforms and a van. Her messages unsettled Nigerians, and for 3 days, she was keeping the top table of Twitter trends. By Friday, there was a flicker of relief when the police said they found the young girl. But they said she was not kidnapped by armed men in police uniform. They also dismissed the fact that 16 other persons were kidnapped. A night before she was found, Ms. Amira released a voice note to her friends saying she's alive in one of the best hotels in Lagos State. Some have accused her of faking her own kidnap, but the police said they are carrying out some investigation so they can have accurate facts about her claim and have good judgment about the scenario. I'll keep you posted, but for now, I'm out. As usual, this edition was written by Kabir Yusuf. I am Titi Fadare. See you next week. And do not forget, if you like this podcast, please share and favorite, and also visit www.premiumtimesng.com to catch the latest edition of this podcast series. And also to tell you, we're going live on radio on July 7, 2022 on 93.7 Citizen FM Abuja. Don't miss out.